I was watching a YouTube video where a couple of friends played like the Newlywed game, which if you don't know what that is, it's where you like ask one of them a question, they write down what their answer would be, and the other person writes down what they think the other person writes down. So like, for example, if I was like or if the question was, Nate, what's your favorite band? Nate would write down what his favorite band is. I would write down what I think his favorite band is. So I would write Green Day, and then we'd be like, boom, we both wrote Green Day. Look at how well we know each other. Yeah. And it's cute when you're like newly married or friends for as long as we are. So I did, I came up with a few questions this afternoon that are all hockey related. So
okay.
I have 6 for each of us, and some of them are the same, but we'll start with just you. So I'll ask you the question. You write down what your answer is, and then I'm going to write down what I think it is. And if we get it right, and you have to be honest, like,
yes.
And if we get it right, I get a point.
Yeah, we'll show the camera for each one.
Yeah. So yeah, well, we're starting off easy here. Question 1: favorite all-time player, hockey player in the NHL. Anybody that you want. Now, I thought this would be easy, but I'm actually not 100% sure because I think there's a couple guys it could be, but we'll see.
Okay, I got mine written down.
Okay, who is it?
Are we showing it to the camera?
Yeah, sure. Show it to the camera.
Okay. All right.
You can say it.
Isn't that you show it first and then
I
show what the answer is?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, sure, I can go first. Yeah. So Ali agrees with me here.
That's got to focus.
Yeah, I maybe shouldn't use a green pen on a green sticky note, but yeah. Ali says Marc-Andre, and I also said Fleury.
Yeah, and that's what I got there, Marc-Andre Fleury.
Hell yeah. The other guy I thought you could have possibly went with is Iginla, or Trevor Linden, because I know your dad knows him, but you know, maybe not favorite player of all time. But so okay, cool. Yay, I get a point. Hooray! Yay me. Okay.
Oh, we gotta keep track of points. Maybe I should have kept at least one sticky note here. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. I'll keep the next one, not crumpled up.
Fair. Okay, next question. A little bit tougher. Best hockey memory.
Oh.
Which is a tough one, I know. But
yeah, because I could pick a few, and you definitely weren't around for them.
That's okay. I'll think. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we can't get them all. So you just have to pick your answer. You don't have to pick the one that you think I'm going to pick that I think you're going to pick, if that makes sense. But,
yeah.
Okay, I've got my answer written down.
Okay, I got mine here too. All right, what do you think it is?
So I have the Team Canada golden goal from the 2010 Olympics.
There you go.
Hell yeah, 2010 golden goal. Nice.
I was at my cousin's there. There's a bunch of us there, like different family members. And yeah, the entire living room like exploded when that goal was scored. My cousins and I like quickly rushed out to the backyard rink and reenacted it however many times. So,
Okay. This one I had 2 questions and I wasn't sure which one I was going to do, but I think I've got it. So 3rd question here. If you were playing on a line in the NHL, so we'll assume you're a forward in this scenario because I know you're a goalie, but you also play forward sometimes.
Yeah, I suck at defense.
Yeah. So we're going to assume you're an NHL forward here. Who would be one of the players on like your dream line? Like who do you think you'd have the best chemistry with? And it's like, okay, me and you, we're pairs on this line. And then the third guy kind of rotates in or whatever, but like.
Okay, are we going with current guys or like all-time guys?
Well, we'll go all-time. Yeah.
All-time? Okay. Or do you want to go current to make it maybe a little easier?
Oh, I don't know if that would be easier, but sure. We can do current though. Yeah, we'll do current. Yeah. The point is that the questions ramp up in difficulty. So let's go current player that you would play with and you think you would have the best chemistry with, regardless of team. So, which I think is a tough one. I really don't know.
Yeah, I got to think about that for a second, actually.
Yeah. And like, I also don't even really know who you'd pick. So.
Because I'm trying to... Okay, this might... I guess... Do positions matter? Because I guess
No, not really. Just a forward.
Yeah, because when I play, I normally play center. So like, do I have to think of wingers or?
No, yeah, like you can be it can be a center who's playing on your wing or whatever, or like you're the two guys that get sent out on
We're going to
free
team
overtime
and a
or
thing
whatever.
where
Yeah.
you have like your top 9 is comprised entirely of centermen.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think
who do I think I would have the best? Like who would I want to play with? That I asked. Sorry, one more time.
so who would be one player on your line for like the whole career? So that's how I worded it. But basically, like you two would be the guys where like you just have insane chemistry. Like who would be the other? If you're Henrik Sedin, who's your Daniel Sedin? That's what I'm trying to get
Daniel.
at.
Okay.
Yeah. Where you guys just are like lights out together. So I know it's a tough one because there's so many options. Okay. I'm also trying to think of like what your style. Okay, I think I'm going to write one down here. Okay. I think well, actually or oh no.
I wrote somebody down, but honestly, this could change depending on kind of what I'm thinking. But I feel like this would be a pretty decent guy.
Okay, so I wrote down 2, but the first one I wrote down here is my true answer, but I wrote a second one down just in case. So I put Crosby because he's more of like a passer kind of guy. I was going to say Getzlaff or like a Ginla if we were going former players because I know you like to score goals. You're more of like the team me up kind of guy. But I also had Backstrom on here because he's kind of that guy for Ovechkin. I wrote Kuznetsov and then I was like, that's stupid. It's more Backstrom. But.
Okay. Now, this is the first one you got incorrect.
Okay.
And like I said, this could change kind of depending on what I'm thinking. Like even like you'd say it's like saying that I'm like, oh yeah, Crosby could work or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I went more for kind of the midway point and also not just the offensive end.
Okay.
I went Matthew Tkachuk.
See, I was thinking
because I feel like don't get me wrong, like yeah, I like to shoot and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like the couple of times I was able to play center, like as we were playing ball hockey kind of thing, like yeah, I was able to put up goals or that kind of thing. But especially growing up playing sports, I was more the playmaker. I was never the goal scorer by any means.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which is why I maybe sullied a little more because I didn't score really any goals.
Yeah, that's fair.
But so like I was a lot more the playmaker. Like passing was kind of my thing. So I feel like you could have that nice balance with Tkachuk, but at the same time too,
you guys would be nasty to play against.
Tkachuk, yeah, it would be like the modern version of the Bash Brothers from the Mighty Ducks movies. I feel like.
Yeah, for sure. That's actually a really good answer. Yeah.
You'd have Matthew hit him and just be like, oh, okay, like there is the big guy, that's fine. And, oh, look at the little guy, and then there's 230 me, like hitting you like shoulder to the gut, basically. If we're looking at Zdeno Chara and going, like, oh, okay.
Yeah. See, I think I just overthought it because I should have just wrote Tkachuk because he's the first guy I thought of, but I overthought it. So
I still remember sorry, just really quickly. I still remember the one, like I was saying, like the one ball hockey game that I got to come out and play, and like it's a no contact league, and I like forechecked hard on this guy, and accidentally ran into him. Now this was a dude that was like built and was like sturdy.
Oh right? And he's only like 6'3", like 220, 230.
I just didn't like slow down enough, and I ran into him, and I decked him over.
You sat him down. Yeah.
And
only time I've ever seen a penalty called in that league.
Like right away. Oh no, there was a few penalties, but it was more. I was still involved in some way or another.
Yeah.
Anyway, but like I bodied him, and right away I was like, "Dude, are you okay?" And he's like, he kind of sat there like shocked for a second. He's like, yeah. I'm good." And like helped him up, and we went back.
Yeah.
But I just remember like decking that dude because like you could tell that dude was like that dude had muscle, right?
Oh
like,
he was big.
He had some weight behind him, and I knocked him out pretty easily. So
I like how Ali worded this here though. Who is the Derek Grant to Trevor Zegras? That's how I should ask the question.
Oh.
Yeah. Not the Sonny Milano, it's the Derek Grant.
See, I read that and I'm like, who's the guy that you would least be able to play with?
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Brad Marchand, because you don't want to have two short guys playing at the same time.
Yeah.
Skill-wise, I think we'd be fine, but not for the size.
Yeah. Okay. This one, we've got a 50-50 chance. It's a would you rather. Would you rather fight Zdeno Chara
Oh God.
or take one of his slap shots to the nuts? Either way, you're
right.
going to be in a lot of pain.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Okay, I got my answer.
Okay. I said you'd rather fight him.
I said I'd rather take the slap shot.
Really? Really?
Yeah, because
the slap shot could cause like lasting damage, though.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't think I'd be able to reach Zdeno Chara's head.
Oh no,
Remember,
nobody can.
I'm 5'7". He's got over a foot on me here.
No, but at least it would be quick. Like he would throw like one or two punches, ragdoll you around a little bit, and then the rest would be like, "Okay, we're done here." So you'd probably come out like,
yeah, probably
like worse for wear, but like at least your nuts wouldn't be like throbbing for weeks on end.
Fair enough. Okay,
size up to the size of a watermelon.
Now, okay, I'm sorry. I'm adding like story time to all of these, but I remember a lacrosse camp that I had. I was the only goalie with 50 players, so I was getting a shit ton of shots. And this was all run by Calgary Roughnecks players, like professional lacrosse players. And this was like during like a heyday of them. There was Jeff Shatler and soon to be like multiple time league MVP Sean Evans and like a few guys. And there's at one point where I like basically there's like everybody was taking a break. And I basically had all these guys to myself, right? So you're asking the professionals questions and stuff like that. But as a goalie, you always think of like, oh, hardest shot or that kind of thing, right? So I'm asking them, I'm like, well, who has the hardest shot here? And like some guys are like, well, I don't have like a hard shot. It's more just place my shot. And like as I got older, I realized that sort of thing. But I was like, okay, but out of you guys, who has the hardest shot here? And I think they all looked at Sean Evans, who, like I said, was the like soon to be multiple time MVP. And they're like, probably Evans has it. I'm like, okay, I want you to go. It's about the equivalent of like the top of the circles, right? Like go there. I want you to take your hardest shot at me because I just want to feel what an NLL shot feels like. I think I was like 15 at the time. I was like, I just want to feel what this feels like. Just hit me square in the chest. Like just go for it. I want to feel this. And he rips it and hits me in the can, and I dropped.
That's hilarious. You know that he was like this.
Oh, he was
15-year-old kid.
He was thinking about it. So yeah, so I have experienced that. So mind you, maybe not the 175. Okay, maybe we should have asked that. Are we doing it like all-star skills competition, or does he have some pressure on him?
No, he's standing top of the circles all the time in the world, just to like running start, wind up, and just blast this thing at you.
Okay, well, you know what? Adoption's still a thing, so I'm taking the slap shot.
Yeah, we had just watched Jackass like a couple weeks ago together. So I was originally, when I wrote this question, I had PK, but I was like, well, I mean, a PK Subban and a Chara slap shot are pretty similar, but like fighting Chara is probably a lot worse than fighting PK because Chara's reach is insane. So I changed it there, but that's where the question came from. So.
Fair enough.
Okay, another one here. What brand of equipment would you use, assuming you were a goalie here? So we'll say like your pads, glove blocker, all that stuff. What brand of equipment would you use if you were in the NHL?
Okay.
And this is not really a tough question for you to answer probably, but for someone who doesn't know a lot of hockey brands, especially goalie pads, I'm probably not even close. Maybe, unless it's a super popular one. So
yeah.
I wrote CCM.
Okay, now you would have been right probably like a year or two ago. I've been leaning a bit more with the Bauer stuff lately.
Oh yeah.
So like whenever I'm like in the hockey stores and that kind of thing, like as much as I don't overly play, I do still keep up like with the gear trends, and especially for goalie gear. One of our buddies works at a Pro Hockey Life, and he's like, yeah, honestly, you could easily work at one of our stores with what I know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I really like what Bauer's been doing lately, and I have like tried on their pads just, in the stores or whatnot. They do feel pretty nice actually. So I'd go with Bauer. However, though, I've gone from a Bauer to like the CCM masks. The mask itself would not be Bauer, but I think everything else would be.
Gotcha.
So
cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question for you here. This one, it's a bit of a long one, but we'll see how it goes. So you're in the NHL and you just won the Stanley Cup.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You were on the Colorado Avalanche this last season and you won the Stanley Cup.
Fuck yeah.
So It's the next day, like the day after. So you spend all night partying with the cup because you just won. And you wake up and the Stanley Cup is in your bed. The bowl has a sticky residue on it. What food or drink made the cup so sticky? What did you took this cup back to your hotel room. You filled it up with some sort of edible substance and then ate out of it. What did you eat out or drink out of the Stanley Cup the night after you won it?
What did I eat or drink out of the Stanley Cup?
And this one, yeah, like I would be very surprised if we got this one because like there's so many options. But okay, I've got mine. Are you still thinking?
I'm just writing it down.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just let you know I put a food and a drink. Like just to have like either or. So you can put either or kind of like for you can put
so
both.
If I have either one of them, we're good. Okay.
Yeah. If you want to put like one of each, go.
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I definitely have a drink in mind then. But okay. So I think you're a very simple man. Like in a good way.
All right.
Like it doesn't take a lot for you to be happy. And I was gonna write steak, but like it's not really practical to eat steak out of the Stanley Cup. Yeah, so I think that you brought that back to your hotel room and you filled that up with a massive pot of, here, I'll cover up my other answer, my drink one, of mac and cheese. Good old craft dinner.
Oh, okay. Now I'm wishing I put that down, actually. Now that you say it, that's 100% what I would do.
Yeah. Okay. What did you write then?
I have them both pretty big. So just tell me what the drink would be.
Oh, okay. For a drink, like this is an easy one. You filled that bad boy up with Jaeger.
Dude, I wouldn't be waking up the next day. I'd be waking up weeks later. I'd be in a fucking coma.
Well, not necessarily that you like drank the whole thing, but like you put a couple shots in there and passed.
I mean, that would definitely leave it sticky. Jaeger is sticky for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, so no, we didn't get that one.
Oh, okay.
I went a little more PG, I guess, apparently. But
okay.
I should have. Now that you say it, though, I would definitely go with the mac and cheese. I did write down ice cream.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The drink, though, I put Diet A&W root beer.
Oh yeah. Oh, so you're making a root beer float in there. Root beer float.
You're right. Yeah.
In the Stanley Cup. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. I love my root beer. So I am a put me on record for this. I am a slut for root beer.
So the quote of the season there.
Yeah.
I'll give myself a half point since you said mac and cheese is you're like, no, that's actually what I would have done. But okay. So I got 2 points plus the half for mac and cheese that I
all right, sounds
awarded
good.
myself.